Awesome. Okay, stream should be started. Yeah, there we go. Stream has started then. Awesome. Okay, so we are working on. Let me check audio levels. Yeah, that seems fine. Awesome. Okay then. So we're working on. Oh, didn't mean to open this up. I mean, to begin with, we'll be working on the meditation system, rework stuff. As I don't think we've implemented text or points yet, and how they get handled. Yeah, we only have like meditation start. We don't have like the handle click functions. Um, just have these random. I mean, they're global. They shouldn't be global, but they're global right now. They'll need to be made local later on. Because yeah, we just had them here. So, and then these will need to be rewritten slightly anyway. Okay, let's just make them local functions now. To just simplify things. Okay, let's have a look at what we have in the NAP. So we have a handle click response. So this will respond with the information about the click itself. Okay. So then we will have a function notation system dot click response. We then have our click type, new increment, new val, and then target point. Okay. So click type is determined, I'm assuming, in here somewhere. Yeah, so we have 0 being bad, 3 success being 2, yeah. Okay. So we have a point which will be an x and a y value. Um, so we could go with click type to colors, I guess, or let's just give it a bad name for now. So 0 equals this, and then we have color, yep. 1 equals like good, okay, perfect. There we go, that's much better. So the green, I mean, it's not great, the good being the same color. We can maybe just subtract it slightly. Maybe we can make it more yellow, more reddish. Maybe we go for more of like an orangey color. There. That might work. It's probably not great. But okay then. So, do we actually necessarily have a point? One, two. What if we don't have a point? How do we get a... We always handle a click with a point. Um, can we ever actually get a... No, point here is our like click type. So we don't actually send the point we click through, do we? Um, no, we should always network the point actually. Why do we not? Because the point isn't the point we clicked on, it's where we clicked. Um, because how I assume it's going to work client side is we remove the point, I guess. Um, and we then just like yeah, add score into the text, and then We go like that. I guess we can try that. I don't think our code needs to be anything more complex than that right now. Okay then. So we also need our local points. Technically, we should also make this so that this is like lower refresh safe. So if we update Lua files mid beta, we don't break someone's meditation. So that should be done. So I'll just make points here, just so that we don't have a script error. Because when you try and go into meditation at the moment, you get a script error because this table is null. Okay then. Let's have a look at how we then network our point. So we have a transmit point function that calls meditation system.point, and I'm assuming we don't have this one in CLNet yet. Yeah, no, we don't. Okay, let's do a net dot receive, and let's add our meditation point function. And let's drag this around onto this side, just so I can have client side on this side, server on this side. Make this nice and easy. There you go. Cool. So we then need to get our. I mean that works, I guess. Um, I mean, it's not great. I don't like it. No dot. No dot read float. No dot read float. There you go. And let's just regenerate that code there. Yep. I have just noticed I've been initializing it with a 0 here, but I don't, if I remember correctly, I think 0 is the default value. Yep. Okay, that's a nice warning. I mean, they're not wrong there. That is very much true. So we got our point. We have a time and a start time. I'm going to start time as well. Again, I'm not quite sure whether we need to actually be networking time and like start time. But we'll send them in. Point response isn't great as a function. It should just be like add point. And let's just copy over this function definition over to this file. And then we already have a function for this. There we go. Let's see how this goes then. I don't actually think I've connected to the server yet. No, I haven't. Okay. It'll be interesting to see where it loads me. As off stream, I was working on space system event, so there's some nice stuff. Change that. That did also commit to the codebase earlier. I haven't been doing enough documentation, but documentation is just so boring. It's, yeah. But at the same time, more gets documented, the easier it is for no devs to join and help out, as they don't need to just ask me questions. Okay, so spawned here. Awesome. And then we want to do... Oh, that's not right. Start me. Okay. It didn't... I'm just... Okay, I've done it this way. I thought I might have changed it. That size value definitely needs to be redone. Do I need to print out on both server and client what my value is at the end? So let's just print player. Yeah, okay. And then we will client side. Again, I think it's around here. We do have a just hard coded. I suppose that is a hard coded time value at the moment, which isn't quite what we want. And we probably shouldn't do it hard coded that way. So we should move it over to telling for the server telling us to end it or giving us the time so that we can set a timer that way. Because this way currently we have two values and stuff. Like again, we also have like starting progress as well. That's kind of like it, yeah. That's not what I meant to do. Meditation start, I guess. We can just print the two values. I don't think I have any prints sparring console at the moment. Not in this region, at least. Because I'm pretty sure Space still has one. Um, but otherwise, I don't think. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's run that again. Good, good, perfect. Good, good. Okay. We have very different values. That is not good. That is definitely not good. Because I print out the value, not increment, right? So we do clamp it between 0 and 1, and our increment is 0.1 times frame time. And what sort of logic do we use? Client side, we do... Um, that should be correct. I mean, the code is messy. Like, let's just move that here. Is that what I did? Okay. At the same time, each value was 20. It's a solid 20, which means each think happened. So none of my clicks counted. Do I not mess with the... Yeah, play.meditation.increment is equal to... And we approach... That's the same values. I have also just noticed we don't actually break out Um, and we don't remove the index. So we'll go 0 to begin with, and then we all just go. I guess we can do that. Yeah, because you break out. So that should be fine. And as we do a pairs loop, I guess that should be fine. We probably shouldn't. We probably should do a table.remove, but go with that. Oh, hang on. Someone's just knocked at my door. Okay, I need to. I need to go for a bit. But I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. So we're having that our increment value. So we take a max. In this one, return the largest value of all value. The largest value. So this is just meant to like increment between two values. Increment val, and that's a click, and then we, if a click, we get a transmit click. We have here val increment point, and then we go into our CLNet. We have our increment and val, right? Right? Increment val and point. Yep. Okay. Everything looks fine there. And then we have our new val and our new increment. Is wrong. Our new val is that, and our new increment is that. Yeah. That still doesn't fix the discrepancy. Um, sorry, someone sent me a message. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, so this was the wrong way round. So a new val, a new increment, which might partially explain the discrepancy. We still don't enable mouse, which is a problem. Thankfully, as it doesn't require, it's not like a click on something. Should be fine. We're still getting a score of 200. Yeah, we're still getting the same value, like 20. We still get a score of 20 server side, which means that increment value is remaining at a near constant 1 because time is. Yeah, time is set to be 20 seconds. So. Okay. Okay. So increment still. This is the same spelling, yes. That we take from. And player is passed. technically now I think about it, we actually get an extra second. Probably on here or so. And our value, what's our increment set to? And an increment, let's just go like that. So we can see what this looks like on this side. Okay. Good. That should fail. That should fail me quite badly. But I don't actually get a miss come up, which is odd. 2000, yep, with an increment of 1. So the increment is not changing for some reason. If not player, meditation, if not is solid, then remove. But our value equals 20. That's the thing here. Our value equals 20, so it's being set. And that's the only thing that sets value. Right? Like, this just generates our points every 20 seconds or so, and then we get an extra 1 second for a point. So why does our player increment not go up? I mean, let's just spam this, and let's just see what we get. Let's begin at 32. Because I'm missing a thing there. Okay. Okay then, let's go. We have a lot of spam, lot of spam. It's a lot of spam. I've just thought about something. If I remember correctly... Yes, I just thought about something. One of the problems we have, now that I think about it... Here's our problem. Here is our problem. Let's comment this code out. Because that's the problem. We don't transmit any of the clicks to the client from the client. We have never sent it over, and that's the problem. Because we never transmitted the click. And then we're gonna need... Technically, I think we will... We want to remove the point. We will always send that, just transmit the click. But I think if we are inside a point, I think we should remove it. So... X is equal... Yeah... Then we can just transmit the point. Let's just go with... Yeah, no, this is fine. Okay, I don't need I don't need that there. But yeah, we do have the problem now that the circle won't now get removed, so I don't quite know why I was doing table.remove like this, but and then we'll just go table.remove. Okay. There we go. That's what we should be able to do. Okay. Okay, we remove, but we get no print come up. So something else has gone wrong here. But we we had a mist come up. And an increment of so in CLNet we do .click. And we get listen info point. And we do meditation system .handle click player point time. We then end up in here, so we should just be able to do a print handling click. We will get rid of this spam print here, as we don't need it because it clearly functions. And we don't get any prints come through. No matter how much I spam, it doesn't come through. Okay. So meditation system.click, is this the same? Meditation system.click, we get point. It's meditation, not system, isn't it? That would be the reason. And we just add our points in there. Technically we probably shouldn't create the points in the net receive. That seems a bit of a... So we're still not actually getting anything come through. Okay. So look at this, we we don't, what's that second diff? That's, and yeah, we'll go probably here. Or then we could just do an all here. Or here an empty table, because if it doesn't... Yeah, why are we ignoring if they don't have points? That's dumb. If they have points, let them through. It's a bad click. Okay, we have a whole bunch of missed... Oh, and now we have script errors. 94. 94. Time minus start time. This code has been taken from a very different point. And I don't quite... I think there should just be point and point. Yes. There we go. And right now we also don't seem to send mist out, so... Let's just do table.remove, so keep it. Could this potentially, could we have some I suppose we could technically have some removed in the same frame. I suppose that's why I had like indexes to remove. And we'll remove them that way. And we'll just remove them out. Okay. There you go. And what we do is I think we already handled the removing client side if they get missed like that. But the big one we want to do is we want to transmit transmit response. S equals 0 and then yeah, point that looks fine. So I would actually do this after this. It's a little unnecessary. And I might want to make my own net message for it. We're going to get a whole bunch of mist come up here. Yep. Right uend, right uend, right uend. Number, oh god, SV net. Number expected got to nil. Oh, Jesus. Line 40, so it is this line of code here. Okay. And it's svnet. I mean, for starters, we have a script error here, thing here. So. Access. What line was it? 35 val. I mean, it shouldn't be now. And point X and point Y are values in this table. That should be correct. I can't think of a reason. I keep doing that. Yeah, we instantly get script errors the moment that happens. And then we get spamming. Because... oh my fucking god. Okay, so we have line 33 this time. That would be the problem. So any click would give us that script error. There you go. And we now have a wonderful thing coming up at the top because the XYZ value is wrong. Okay, so... okay, yep. So if we just let it run, we do end up with a mist at the top left as well. Let's have a look at LCL now. For our transmit click. Because these are written as uints when it's trying to read as a float. That would be why. There we go. That looks a bit more accurate. Let's run that again. Okay, okay, miss. Okay, okay, miss. Miss, good, okay. Okay, 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 miss, okay. We get an okay and a miss. Okay, so let's try that one more time. And this time I'm going to keep track of... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I printed 19 there, so 1, 2... What I'll... No, I did not mean to do that. What I will do is I will just move into here. Go here. We have 20 clicks. Okay. Do I clamp max value at all? I do to 100. Okay. I don't want to clamp right now. I want to see if it's similar to these values. But at the same time, we are now networking this mess. So client side and drop points. Also don't break out, which we should. That doesn't fix our problem. I'm 13 points there. Sometimes we do loop through it still, so that should be... So technically we don't need to do what we've done. Good, good. Okay. See there? We had... I'm not sure if this hook is predicted. Let's assume it is predicted though. And let's hope that's what's happening here. If it is... Wait, why is not first time predicted now meaning it's not working? What? No, it's... Yeah, so his first time protected. So this hook is... So then this hook is never predicted. Okay. What hook am I even using? Create move. Okay. That one. Okay then. So... Oh, so the reason probably screen clicker isn't being enabled for me at the moment, even though it's here, it's probably something more to do with the fact that I'm running this through the chat box, and the chat box, when it closes, does that. And I'm guessing it's fighting somehow, it's like too slow. Okay then, so... I didn't have this problem before, though. So what I'm gonna do, actually, just to make this easier, because my clicks are going to be roughly once every second, when I'm doing this handle click function, I am going to add os.time as a friend. No, not as a time. You know what? Let's just print the time that we've sent through as well. And we can see our X and Y. And then we can have a look to see whether this is just double taps or what. Okay, let's go this. Pick. And I've disabled the thing because it's not a predicted hook. Okay. Let's restart. So miss. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, so all of them were accurate. There was no problem there. Let's just wait 30 seconds or so. Okay, let's go with that. It again just killed itself. We had... Yeah, so it's... This click, somehow it's a quick click. So that's the problem. But what we could go with is have a... we can just be kind of go with, like within 0.1, and we don't register double clicks like this. And this can we can then work out from here. Okay, so we have 260, 24, 260, 24. Yeah, they are so close to each other in values. I mean, it does help that there's constant syncing between the two. Um, Near enough, so things will always be very similar. And because there's always a jump around when you click, it does help. Yeah, there we go. And then once we're done, we should then have a flashing thing pop up. Obviously, just saying like what you've done. And then we need to work out between values, like how the skew is going to work, the different grades, and if we're actually going to go with the idea that different quality of crystals exist. Um, oh, just got because I spawned next what just got spawned in. That's what happened. Oh my! I forget just how much damage they do. Caused cooldown to be internet. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. There's so much damage. What level do they spawn in at? I don't even remember the commands. Because there's a command, not a console command. No, there's a console command, not a command, I'd say, to handle the NPC spawns. That's crazy strong. Anyway, so yeah. And then also what we can do is we can also just set last click also equal to 0. We don't have to worry about that. And then we need to work on the visuals and not have it be that basic. I also want to confine it a bit more and like yeah. I don't think I'm gonna have I don't think I have too big of a problem with people like cheating this slightly. Um because skill base is like stuff is shouldn't be too difficult. Um in terms of like I mean hey, I'm getting a value of like 260 or so and like it's I mean I do think the idea that you wait until later could be nice. The problem is that as they overlap and they have randomized times there, it does mean that yeah, like a plus 200 score doesn't seem too difficult to achieve. So I don't think that should be that. I think we could go like above 200, like high tier. Um, And then, I mean, 20 is the bare minimum. Like, I think if you go below 20, you are farming, like, you're probably farming fractured. I mean, let's see. What's the lowest score you can get? Um, can I get a value below 2? I can. I'm now really tempted to have that as an achievement. Of just get like a crafting value less than. Um, that's great. Just spam it. You also got the problem that like you need to make sure you're not just also like you get unlucky and like one enters where you're clicking. Okay, so you might actually be able to even get below 1 from what I saw there. Oh, that seems. I keep just getting like distracted by when I make things like this. Like the door unlocking I had for ROE, like that project. I've spent so much time just messing around with the like gear. I don't think I have it here. I'd need to find it, but it is very fun. Okay, let's just remove that because we don't need that because everything seems to be working. But at the same time, this is me testing locally on my own machine. And so at some point I will need to get someone line 8. I just go txt and put that there. Yeah, at some point I need to test this with someone who's like in Australia and on an actual dev server. And just see how stuff goes there. I probably should do that soon, because I don't remember like the status and things at the moment. And like I do want to test the inventory fix I did the other like I think I did it on stream last time, the one where there's a problem that anyone could access an already open container. But okay then. So this one, do I have like a draw circle? Probably. Let's see that. That has not worked. Radius segments. Hello. How are you, Redco? Try that, I guess. There you go. I definitely did not intend to have that texture on it. Wanting to be released. Oh, what's up? What's happened? So if I then put this behind, and then we do 50 here. Oh, player animations are always pain. Okay, so we have a problem. I need to move this no texture higher up. I mean, it looks quite cool with a gradient on it. Okay, we have a. I probably shouldn't be using polys, as you can see. You can already see like some precision problems there. How is this poly function written? Hey, that could be a problem with the poly function actually itself. Okay, it comes from here. Or is it this one? I don't remember which one of these is the problem. But oh, that was that. Oh, that didn't remove the point. What? That didn't remove the point when it's bad. Because distance is less than 50, so this distance calculation code has changed between client and server. That is a problem. How is distance calculation done? Um, Distance is 5, and that's 5%. Whereas this is 50. Okay. So there's also a problem because positioning at the moment is using screen height and screen width. So, ooh, okay. What nationality are you? I'm not. I don't remember. So I'll do that one. Yeah. The minus. That's the distance. That should be fine. And then we can do. Oh, really? Okay. That doesn't sound good. I do not like that idea at all. They, I, I suppose I've got the annoying, I guess, annoying advantage of I have too many medical problems to really be a soldier. These are moving off relativeness, which it sucks. So this will still go from 0 to 1, but then it still needs to be readjusted. Uh, so math dot remap. Um, that does remap it, but that's not quite what I want. I don't want it there because the radiuses are different from the ratios. Um, Pain. My brain cannot think of the maths right now. Hang on, let me just draw it in paint. Okay, so I have a screen, and then I have a smaller screen here. And then if I have my point here, then it's currently relative to there and then there. But then I then need to work it out relative to this point. This relative point is from the center of the screen. screen width divided by screen height, and then we just minus half screen height twice, a quarter. Half screen height. That's funny. Okay. So then new root is equal to screen width divided by 2 minus screen height divided by 2, and then local mouse x is equal to minus new root. This is our new mouse x value in relation to, and then we can remap that over screen height. We can do the same with goo.mousey. And we don't need to touch this at all. Oh, yeah, I guess we do. And then if distance is 5 times 0.05 times screen height. Still feels wrong. I mean, why am I remapping? I've already got the value I need. So I can just go there. Instead, I don't need to do any remapping there. Unknown symbol, nah. Haven't touched it. There's an extra one there, okay. Then this needs to be done. Well, so actually I'll just do x here. Mine's near it. Now let's just move this up above. Then equals. And then so we use mouse x there. Okay. There you go. Yeah, but yeah, on the aspect of like drafting, like things are looking very bad right now. Like if you just look at how things seem to be trending toward like larger and larger like wars that are getting larger, and it seems more countries seem to be getting more and more involved in things. It's it's not looking good. Okay. So if we're doing that, we should then also change the rendering to be more accurate to where they should be. So our size right now seems to be of 50. So how is our positioning drawn? So our positioning is actually drawn this way. Okay. So x times. So we can't do screen height. Will give us a value, and then we can also do x is equal to screen width divided by 2 minus screen height, add x. Should it then work? There we go, miss, 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 miss. Well, we're getting lots of misses now, which is not too surprising, as our code is going to be wrong. And then local scale should equal 0.5. And then let's just do scale, 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 scale. Twitter X and Y positioning is definitely off. Okay, let's have a look at the code. Where's the click? The click is here. So we subtract the root off the X value, and then we still divide by screen width. That's probably the problem. Okay, let's try that then. We have script error. 122. There's an extra bracket in there. Okay. Okay, perfect, perfect, good, perfect. Okay, miss. That's still a miss. Um, is that because the value here is being misrepresented? Um, because also now that I think about it, the size never changes with the GUI. I think the problem is because it's times by 1. So what we actually want to do is do 1 norm. Wait, we're already doing a times 2 add 1 for the scale, so it's already being scaled up more than it should be. I also noticed we're doing this. Well, no, all of this stuff. Oh no, that's just the text. I mean, that can be fine scaled up, but we still got an add 1 in there as well. So because we get 0 then to 1, we always want it going. What? I mean, this should be. Let's try scale divided by 3 there. Um, because this starts too big. That's the problem. These values are too big. We add 1 to it. Why do we add 1? Is that to prevent it just from descending into zeroness? Okay. Okay, I think I now understand. Okay. And this gives us the offset. Okay, yeah. I think okay, yeah, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. So the scale should always equal 1. What I will do is let's do another one above here. Let's do a draw circle. Just do the scale, and we'll just set this. The alpha we'll keep it like 120, and we'll just make this a sort of black. I keep doing that. Yeah, there we go. So this always gives us the click that we need. And so as we can then go size is equal to math dot. Let's just do a remap again between 0, 1, and we can do 150 for now. That will mean it won't end quite where it should do. Yeah, it gets about halfway down, and the blue circle inside. There we go. So if we instead actually just do scale divided by 2, then that should then be fine. Yeah, there you go. I did prefer the third. So let's go back to a third instead. And then this value here wants to be 1/3. I keep going into console to run this. Okay, and then I need to fix the text rendering as well. Okay, let's now fix the text rendering. So the text rendering is wrong in the same way. So you just buy this code and that one there. So screen height, and then x is just equal to that. And if we now do this, good, good, perfect, okay. This, good, good, okay. Awesome. Okay, that reminds me, do I have a way to close inventory? The inventory menu? Or do I already need to start part of the inventory rewrite? Well, I mean, I suppose I can't really, because inventory is completely changing how the menu is being written. I mean, I can access it. Like, there's an inventory back that I can remove. At the same time, I am just rendering this in the HUD at the moment. There's no reason I can't render this in a panel. I mean, it would make some of this code here that's a bit messy right now slightly simpler. Because the current problem is that how you refine a crystal is you right click. Oh, where's the non-refined crystal? Yeah, you can just click refine. Now make a perfect recreation of Osu. uh, there is someone who has actually written Osu recently in Garry's Mod. Um, there's two different people that have done. One has done like the one that you see all the time with like the circles, and the other one was the like where it like scrolls down and you just tap stuff, which was quite impressive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I've sort of like this has been on the board for God, probably 2 years now. It was sort of like a feedback that was given um during like the beta we tried. People really hated crystal meditation and like refining crystals. And given that was meant to be one of the main FNF, I am not familiar with that acronym. Friday Night Funk. That doesn't clear anything up. Uh, Friday Night Funking. Oh, it's a rhythm game. Okay. Oh, is that um gameplay? Let's have a look. Oh, okay, it's this one. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be too difficult to write something like that. The main thing would just be having and I suppose given the fact that the game is open source, you could just steal the maps that they have and use them yourself and just write a parser for the file format. And then you just mash keys in time with it. Oh, I'm about to be very happy, I think, in a few weeks. Because the current person that I've hired to do the UI, like I've hired a few people, but the person that I've got at the moment is just nailing. Like he's just doing everything that I want in a UI designer. He's just done things really well. Because like the first thing he's done is he sat me down and we've sort of had I think it was 2 maybe 3 hour just discussion as we just tore apart the current like how things are like menus together, how things are represented, and just like what information is actually needed to be displayed and stuff, which is what I want because this UI is awful. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's always a good place to start. Um, and yeah, like it's one of those things where a lot of the people that I've hired, because I think I've given the job to like 12, 13 different people. Almost every single one of them has just tried to skin the menus that are currently there, and a lot of the time they haven't tried to communicate with me or anything. And so, like the fact we've had multiple meetings where nothing as a concept had been designed yet. During those meetings, we were just doing the initial start or sort of basically the starting consultation. And then like the first prototype web was sent a couple of days ago, I think. Like I think 4, 5 days ago or something, and whew, I am very happy with how the menu looks. And so yes, it will be a pain for me to implement some of the stuff because a lot of code, and that is always one of the pains with really nice looking menus. Is there's a lot of stuff that you have to implement. Um, but I suppose, and also the fact that we're trying to use as little textures as possible, as that's more of a me thing than the actual thing. Because I've seen so many servers where like you just don't download their content and the menus are unusable, which is really painful because it's not all the time. Like people won't have the content, but it's a sort of thing. At least for me, when I like initially join a server, I just say don't download the content, so that you can get in quicker and see if you would enjoy the server. And then if you enjoy it, then you download the content afterwards. Is like how I play, and a lot of people that I have spoken to play. And so the fact that people menus are unusable always pains me. Anyway, where was I? Before I get distracted again. So this shouldn't be hard coded. Can I network the value here? Yeah, we do actually we don't network end time though. There's also network end time. Or we'll just go with like how long. Yeah. Time, I guess. Let's go. Yeah, and then just write the float. Then in Sonnet, when we start, so that's start time. And then local time equal and float. Okay, awesome. I don't know if we need start time ever, but and then we can do this time here. And then we'll remove the things. Awesome. If I just do this in console instead, timer expected got to nil. Well, that's not a good start. I might have been because I didn't save. That's not good. Let's run a refresh. Nope, that's an interesting discussion going on in what am I just in SWFP devs at the moment and in suggestions from the looks of that. Okay, I was working on meditation, wasn't I? Yeah, there you go. The mouse is visible there, but if you open chat, it then closes itself. Pain. Oh my goodness, my aim. My aim. Okay, I think, yeah, and that's going to be all. And I'm in Japanese keyboard, there we go. Okay. And that will work better also, that way of rendering. Or less likely to confuse people. And instead of mist, let's go mist. Maybe it is mist. I mean, I could also have a -1 as well for miss versus mist. Yeah, we can go with miss, and then we can also add a -1. Wait, no, no, it's limited to this, damn it. It only has support for those numbers, because they're networking at the moment, and I don't want to add an extra byte just to add a time thing. I'll go with miss. I think it's still technically fine at coming up. Okay. Is that a capital L? That is a capital L. Okay, remove the timer. And then we set meditation equal to nil. Yep. Okay. I don't think we have a transmit. We don't have a transmit stop function. Okay. Uh, then we also need the item. And then we call something. I don't remember the function. There's a function for locking an item in place so it can't be moved around or dropped. Because we want to make it so that the item can't be removed while we are meditating on it. This does mean in theory that people crash or something. I guess it could break. Um, I mean, the other option is we just all preemptively remove the item before you start meditating. But we also want to allow them to like have the meditation sweat and refine from here. Wait, no, I suppose we are actually removing the meditation sweat, aren't we? The meditation sweat is just going. We're no longer gonna have it. You'll just right click and click refine now, don't you? You don't need this thing. And then it also simplifies what you need in your on your player. You only then have like these two items, Mind Laser and Lightsaber. Okay. God, training hills just look so tiny. You look at them like that. Okay. I have 5 of them, I can probably craft that. Though I don't have a crafting entity right now, do I? Oh no, that's probably how I... This one has a Rembrandt, doesn't it? Yeah. I probably gave myself that crystal. Okay. Oh. If I'm here... I mean, I want the menu to close, obviously. At the same time, it doesn't need to be. It could be done in a menu. Um, there's no reason it can't be done in a menu. It requires some rewrite client side a little bit. Um, to do. I'm just trying to think right now. I mean, right now how refining works, you can just throw out the item. It's not a huge problem. How do I? Is it item lock? That's what I would think I would call it. Do I have a lock function? I have a block. Which is something else. I mean, I have a lock item. Yeah, there's a lock item, but there's no... It's a function, but it does nothing. Oh my... Ah. Oh my goodness. No. No. Okay. Let's add that in then. sh lock.lower. Okay, so set the variable to be true. Item get. And then item dot isLock. I mean, maybe set locked over lock. I don't like that. Is locked. Is equal to get locked. Okay. Docs function item set locked description. Sets the item to be locked. If it's locked, it can't be moved, dropped, or split. Okay, there we go. And then our run will be server. This I've just noticed that's also generated it incorrectly. I think it's type then var, or is it var then type? I mean, let's just go bool. Is locked. Let's go with that. That should be fine. And then we copy and paste. But now, as I have not done aliases, there you go. And now we need to actually implement this places. Okay, we got a script error, that's fine. Because that's, yeah, that error is just saying that this sh lock file hasn't been networked. Okay, so where does handle item split get called from? Called from here. From handle action. And handle action is called from here. From container. And then if item gets locked, then return end. Handle item action. There's no successness here, I've just noticed. We have a can move item. Which is never really overwritten. And then we also call an item can move as well. Which implements this. So we should then use we'll use this lock item is locked from moving. There you go. Aha, though. Yeah, this is actually done from here, not here. This like already exists. I've just realized. Like it's called from inside can move. Okay. So what about item? Oh, is it always counted as can move? No, here's adding. Can add. Does can add item have a... Okay, it uses can move. Okay. So even though it is technically a can add, it does still call can move. Sure. So that will then lock the item from movement dropping. So we can no longer do actions on a locked item. So we can no longer move it out of our inventory as it's locked. At the same time, if I leave or if the server restarts, that item is now permanently locked. So what can I do there to fix that problem? Because the locking is storing it in the database. It's not storing it like temporarily. It locks them, and there's no reason for why it's locked. And I'm not going to add a small reason system, and just for this specific example. There has to be another way we can fix this. I mean, we could again. That's adding a huge amount of overhead just for a minor problem of like just storing all meditations in. Well, do you know all meditations should be stored in the database anyway. Um, so that we can keep track of how meditations happen, how precise like the clickings are to the points and stuff. Because I do want to store the information so we can see really suspicious runs. Because like if there's someone who is getting every point like near enough immediately when they clicked, and when this point generates, then that's a little suspicious. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't seem something like. Let's see. Let's think them. How do we fix this problem? Because if a player leaves, and then you just unlock the item and allow them. No, actually, if a player leaves, you want to just. I would just remove the item. Um, because at the same time, I suppose also the items aren't actually that big of a problem. They're relatively cheap to come across. Um, and if there is a server crash, uh, we get informed of server crashes. And so if someone is meditating when that happens, we could just go with like contact us, and we will fix the item. We will like maybe not fix the item, that might be the wrong word, but like we'll give I mean, to be honest, if there's crashes, I want to give compensations for the players that are on anyway. Um, so if there's a crash, that's what we do. If they unload the character, or if they do something else, then we will just remove the item. There we go. So we'll lock the item. Uh, I guess we keep it there. 'Cause it just means it gives it an easier space. Wait, no, actually, because like they could pick up items and stuff, so we want them to keep having space for the crystal. We don't want them to just lose access to the crystal that they have now just refined. So we want it there. Which is the pain. Okay, so we get the item. We don't. Yeah, so what was I saying? I cut my brain. My brain. So if value is less than 10, no, 20, let's go 10, then let's start out. So if grade, so if it is greater than 10, then grade is 1. Can we just map it? Well, no, because we can get 200s. So we can get values above 200. Um, I haven't actually done the maths to work out what we have as a value because you've got adds, you've got subtracts. So, like, if there's no subtracts, like, then you can get, because you go 10, 20, 30, you basically end up with, like, powers of tens, I think. No, it goes up in ones, right? Yeah, it goes up. Or is it? I know it's two if it's a perfect. So it goes 1, 3, 5, 7 until 20, and then you just keep adding. Um, but then there's also a subtraction of what, 0.1 every? Yeah, 0.1 every second. That will knock it down. Which this could be more aggressive, I don't know. I mean, so let's actually, yeah, so let's think. No, why do I keep trying to go into a notepad? Let's just go here. Okay, so we start off with 1, then okay, so we have 1 for our first second, then we have a 3, then we have a 5, then we have a 7, then we have a 9. Uh, okay, so let's just do this as a for loop. For x equal 1 to 19. 1, a 2, print boom. Okay. Um, I mean, when I do a meditation, actually, it does still print the value for me. I suppose this would script error at the moment. That wouldn't help. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. I mean, technically what I could do right now... Hang on. You know what I could do? When we get the point, we just... There we go. This should get us perfect every time. And then we can see what we get. Is this cheaty? Yes. But let's see, yeah, like we should get perfect every time it comes up. But this is the sort of thing where this type of logic. So we get, oh, 381 is the value we got there with an increment of 37. So yeah, I was thinking it was about. So it does seem as if it's roughly double your frame rate. So 19 minus the increment value. But there we go. Yeah, so 381. That is very high. I don't think anyone is getting close to the 300 range. Um, let's just run a refresh, just so to stop that script error. Why? Wait, what? Oh no, that is what I want. It's this one. Okay, let's try that again. This time with things actually being correct. I think having a proper like mouse would not mouse okay, so yeah, I got 240 now. Oh god, why does that make me so like nervous now that I'm like, let's try and get as high score as possible. This isn't gonna be good because of that. It might, I mean, I got 260 there. Okay. Okay. To be honest, I don't think the score helps much because you're focusing so much on clicking the circles that I don't think you have time really to pay attention to the amount. 252. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what I think I want while you're meditating is to just have the player. Do I not have a meditation? Do I not bought the power? It's the pet trader. Power vendor. There is a meditation by Praise Zero. And that's not fitting properly in the screen. Yeah, there we go. We've fished out the. I shouldn't be able to press right click with this. This okay, and this releases from that. Okay. Okay, and I have once again glitched out the system there. Wonderful. Okay, so is it from quickly spamming it, or is it releasing? So it's after you hold it for a long period of time. Ah, alright, I see. So you remain holding it until the next XP tick. Honestly, fine. That's fine. Because it means that you actually can't just meditate wherever and then quickly pop up. You have to actually think because it takes time. It locks you in for that certain amount of time. Like there's a little bit of like leeway here, where it's just like, oh yeah, never mind, I was wrong. Okay. Okay, I'm getting very distracted here. Um, so let's look at something else that I could maybe work on. Oh, I'm not even on the boards right now. Okay, what are the commands here that need to be worked on? Send, go to, teleport, return, set faction. I mean, looking at this, we could actually start doing go-tos now. They're not out of the way. What is with that weather? That would explain why that's not weather. That sounded really bad weather. That's not weather, that's some sort of like mechanical thing. Making some hum. Okay. So look. Brain. Brain no brains. Okay. So I need to watch my mic a bit. Okay, the noise is not being picked up, so that's fine. That is once again some crazy sound isolation. At the same time, what the hell are they doing? That's causing my windows to rattle and everything. Okay, let's try. Let's have a look at one of the old teleport commands. On this, I mean, I think technically I would have tried. Oh yeah, you got some old D3A code. You've got some ULAX on here as well. Um, bring send. So this is going to a location. Uh, okay, this sorry. This sort of just gets a grid of things, I'm assuming. Um, yeah, it feels like that. And then, oh, did I actually try right ascend? Region info. So technically that should actually work. Um, that would actually function. Yeah. Yeah, that means that pause equal to position. Okay. So send target would work. So I have actually written the send target. The only problem here is that if region ID equals player get primary region ID, I think is the function, then instead we just set the position. Um, I am so tempted to look at my window in about. We can try that. We do try and send multiple targets. I do just notice. Um, so if we have, and then this I can test tomorrow then as well to see if the sender command works. Because if it does, then we can start working on some of the other go-tos. Some of the stuff like go-to um, and stuff. Like yes, we want to utilize and the stuff up here in sort of like more the utilities than just this. But this is what we're going with for now. Okay. So I'll be honest, my brain is getting distracted. I'm also getting hungry. So I'm just going to end the stream here.